Hi, good morning. My name is Leandro. I'm an undergraduate student in biomedicine, and today I'm going to present my research I have developed in the last 2 years entitled Performance of Different Methods for Molecular Diagnosis of Congenital Toxoplasmosis. This work is conducted in the Institute of Tropical Medicine. Toxoplasmosis is an infection disease caused by the parasite Toxoplasma gondii. Toxo means rainbow in Greek. The parasite was first described in 1908 by Nicole Emanceau and the Institut Pasteur of Tunis in the Rondet Gonde. In the same year, Splendor described the parasite at São Paulo Medical School in rabbits. The infection is present in all countries. Around 60% of people have already been infected. There are two types of hosts. They are intermediate and defined. Human beings and other mammals are intermediate hosts, and this production toxoids and braczoids. Insist, only felines are defined hosts, and they produce toxoids, braczoids, and oocysts. Severe toxoplasmosis in humans. There are two forms of severe toxoplasmosis. This disease in immunocompromised people, such as AIDS patients, transplant recipients, and cancer patients, and congenital toxoplasmosis. Affects can contract toxoplasmosis through the placental connection with the infected mother. Pregnant women may be infected by improper handling of cat litter containing infected feces, or by handling or ingesting contaminated meat, especially undercooked meat. Laboratory diagnosis is based on serology. Molecular methods such as polymerase chain reaction (PCR) have been performed for detection for the parasite DNA. There is no consensus on the most effective amplification systems for diagnosis of congenital toxoplasmosis. The aim of the research was to compare the performance of 4 PCR methods for the diagnosis of congenital toxoplasmosis in amniotic fluid sample of at-risk pregnant women. 100 pregnant women from Public Hospital of São Paulo were included in the study. Patients had serological evidence of recent toxoplasmosis, and then were submitted to amniocentesis. 3 to 5 milliliters of amniotic fluid sample were submitted to DNA extraction. DNA extraction was performed with a commercial kit, then a PCR with beta-actin primers was performed to verify the presence of inhibitors. And for T. gondii PCR, methods were performed with the parasite B1 gene primer. The polymerase chain reaction is a molecular method able to amplify exponentially the quantity of the DNA sequence in a biological sample. Description of the 4 PCR used in the present study. We test for amplification methods. DNA PCR, a 1-round amplification, a nested PCR, then 2 rounds of amplification. Multiplex nested PCR, 2 rounds amplifies Toxoplasma and other 3 microorganisms at the same time. And finally, real-time PCR, a quantitative amplification method. My results: among the 100 at-risk cases pregnant women, we found 59 cases of toxoplasmosis at birth, all during a 1-year follow-up. These 59 cases, 42 cases had positive IgM at birth, and 70 cases had negative IgM but had IgG titers associated with signs and symptoms. Infection in 4 cases, eye disease in 8 cases, and cranial ultrasound alteration in 5 cases. Consider the 59 cases caused with congenital toxoplasmosis. 50 were positive by nested DNA PCR, 58 by DNA nested PCR but 4 false positives, 57 by multiplex nested PCR and 58 by nested real-time PCR. Statistical analysis. We perform the statistical analysis using the kappa correlation test that indicates the agreement of test results compared 2 by 2. This is the kappa agreement test interpretation. When the results in this interval, the agreement is substantial, and when the results in this interval, this agreement almost perfect. When we compare the DNA PCR with the other three tests, and the other three tests 2 by 2, we observed that the agreement varied the 0.76 to 0.94. The other statistical test was the McNamara. This test indicates the agreement or disagreement of test results compared 2 by 2, and we considering significant comparison with p below or equal 0.05. When the DNA PCR was compared with the other three methods, there was a significant difference. When with the other three methods were compared 2 by 2, they did not reveal difference. Performance of the 4 PCR-based methods for diagnosis of congenital toxoplasmosis. Another way to test the performance of the 4 amplification systems is to calculate 7 different parameters: sensitivity, specificity, positive predictive value, negative predictive value, positive likelihood ratio, and negative likelihood ratio, and efficiency. The best performed test was the real-time PCR. Discussion. According to World Health Organization, laboratory tests for diagnosis should present sensitivity greater than 85% and specificity greater than 95%. The DNA PCR should not be used because of the sensitivity below 85%, and since this method does not detect 9 positive cases. The DNA nested PCR detected 58 cases but showed specificity below 95%, producing 4 false positive results, probably due to carryover contamination. The multiplex nested PCR detected 1 case less than the DNA nested PCR, even performing to be the same T-GONDI primers, probably due to computation for our reagents. The real-time PCR detected 58 of 59 cases with no false positives. By conclusion, none of the 4 PCR methods was able to detect all 59 cases. The real-time PCR detected 58 of 59 cases, and based on the statistical analysis, was the best performed test. The real-time PCR has advantages over the runtime, reducing the risk of carryover, but is still more expensive than conventional amplification. And I would like to thank my supervisor, my co-supervisor, all the laboratory staff, and students, the Institute of Tropical Medicine, CNPq for PESP, and this work has been submitted for publication. And I would like to thank all of you for your attention.